Video game music on piano for Scrubs. This is the Final Fight ending theme. We'll play through it with some mistakes and then we'll go over it. Alright, so made some more mistakes than I would have liked in the ending there, but I think we'll get the point across. So, let's see. Yeah, so I spent a lot of time trying to figure out what's going on here. A lot of it is pretty straightforward, as you could probably tell. So where's my notes? Oh, there they are. Okay. Yeah, so you could probably tell the background, the backing chords here are C major, D major, and E minor, E minor. Those are like the kind of three backing chords to like this part. So I'm pretty sure that there is like so to break down like what's going on like in the recording, because obviously there's a lot more instruments than I can play at once on the original arcade and everything. Yeah, so the bass is usually just playing like what the chord is, and there's this I can't remember what instrument that is, but there's an instrument like playing whatever the chord is as an arpeggio in a different inversion. What is the second inversion, I guess, with a third? So this is C major, I guess, second inversion, because the E is on top instead of the C. So G, C, E. So I think the progression sounds like it starts from the third. So G, C, and E. And then, again, moves up, same inversion. Next chord is D. So A, D, F sharp. And then E minor is the next chord, and just same inversion, chord shape. So B, E, and G. That's how it came. That's because it's hard for me to play two different things with both my hands. Because that's why I usually just play like power chords with my left hand, because it's much easier to not have to play different rhythms or do my hands in different shapes. So this is what I came up with, and then I just cross over with my index finger, and then pinky on the F sharp, and then start it over. And then the main melody is obviously pretty easy. So that's pretty easy. There's there's something like that. Like after that, it sounds like it's like a G major, like a little scale with like each note with a harmony on there. I guess like the third and the fifth. Seems like in a lot of like video game music. I just did Ryu's ending as a different ending, Ryu's ending, and usually the synth seems like it's doing whatever chord it is. Like if the chord is a G major, so G, B, D. Usually seems like this synth in these Capcom songs, or maybe this is just in music in general. I don't know enough about theory yet. The third and the fifth of the chords. So the first is the G, third is the B, and then the fifth is the D. Seems like the synth is usually doing the third and the fifth, and then you have the bass, coming in real strong with like the root of the chord. That's what it seems like. So that's what I just play with my right hand, just so I can play this a little bit easier. And then on the E minor is when the melody starts. After the G is when the melody starts. That was off, but So the rhythms are just slightly different with what your left hand is playing in that steady rhythm, and the so just get used to that. And then so the next part is and then next is this is just a D major, so it's just a D major. So I just do that. Play the part of the D chord with my right hand. And this is B major. Yeah, so it goes from that D to a B major. So B, D sharp, and F sharp. And then this is E back to E minor. So I just kind of scrub these next couple chords with my left hand. And then I play the E and the F sharp together just to start this little run. So I just play that. Start with the G. And this is, I play G, C, D to start this off. And this is just C major chord. And now I forgot where I was. Where was I? C major, D major. Oh, so. So this last run is the bass is going twice as fast, I guess, right? Twice as fast. Ah. Oh my god, that's G. That's not right. There we go. So I just to make things easier in my head, I usually play like full chords sometimes when I don't really need to or something, so I just play C major. And I just keep this progression as a power chord, so C, C, G, D, D, A, E minor, and then E power chord on my left hand. And then repeat that whole thing. And then we get to, so I think you can keep the same, I don't remember, but I think you can keep the same bass rhythm. Oh, that's what I do. So it's again, I could be playing this kind of wrong, but that's just what feels natural to me. And obviously this is a piece I have, some trouble playing, so I just try to do what's easiest, so. D major again. And then this is G major, and I just play a power chord here, and I play a G major with my right hand. kind of jarring, but this is 100% what this is. It's A sharp or B flat, whatever we are here. So that's I just double the note. I don't know, I'm not sure how to do this. I'm not sure how to make the sound a little bit better. So after the G major. Yeah, so that bass progression is definitely right. So it's then G, B, and then back to C major. And then kind of D. And again, these parts I'm just kind of scrubbing up with my right hand a little bit. So that's just a C major. And then the ending, C major. So I played, so the ending is C, D, G major instead of E minor. Because it's happy, because it's over. The ending is a great game. So I play, so this is just a regular C major. And then I play D and G. And then of G major. Oh, God. So I just play that same little progression to run it down. That's probably what it really is. So play the same chords as before, but now play a G major instead of an E minor. That's probably what it is, but I just end up not playing that when I play to the ending. So again, a C major. Even though that's not part of the D, the G isn't part of the D chord. It's just what I play. It sounds right enough. I'm just leaving some things out. So, and then obviously that repeats. And this, make sure play the G plus the C. When you play the D bass, play G and C. And then just ends on a nice clean G major. Second inversion, I guess. So on the record, you can really tell they you get it. So that really comes out. So you might, with the right hand, I don't know, you might not need to play a full G chord here, but that's just what I do because it's simpler. But definitely make sure you have to have, with this D bass, you need the C on the right hand high up, and then you need the G and then the B major. So that alone, gives it the happy feeling that even if you don't play the D there. So again, there's like other stuff going on here in synths. That's like anytime there's like the instead of so you can play that stuff if you want to too. This is even though the Super NES is it's not what I would ever play when I want to play a version of Final Fight. I like the ending version from the Super NES version the best, so that's kind of what I try to approximate. And the Sega CD, the Mega CD version has all the horrible acting over it. So that kind of makes it less fun to listen to. And the lead instrument I think for the arcade version, the lead instrument is like an octave lower. It just makes it sound, to me, it makes it sound a lot sadder and more melancholy. I don't know, just the Super NES version just sounds like so bright and so hopeful and so happy. I don't know, just all these simple video game tunes, they're doing, really classic, musically sound, things that, aren't just like, DNA, like rock, standard chords they put together pretty much. But, it's just, that's what's awesome about video game music. So that's the Final Fight ending. I'm glad I got through it. And if you have any tips on other stuff I could add with the right hand, or how I could approximate those synths that really do give, you know, the right hand a lot of character and a lot of like the brightness. If you have any tips for me on you know, what I could add there, please let me know. So thanks. Video game music for scrubs. Hope you're liking some of these videos. And that's it. Take care.